Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today what I got going on is I'm making these quarter panel vent. I call it a garnish molding. I don't really know what it's called, but that's what I'm making today. It's a two-piece mold. I'll put fiberglass on both sides, and then I'll take this, put it down on top of here, and then I'll screw it together tight, wait for that to cure, and then we'll pop each side off separately, and then you'll have a formed piece. That's what I'm doing today. I got some fiberglass resin already mixed up here. So what I use is a 1.5 ounce fiberglass cloth. That's the stuff right here. So what I do, usually when I do my wet layups, is I'll get everything wet with resin first, and then I'll put the fiberglass down on it, and then I'll go over it to wet it in. It's a little wobbly. These are factory Lamborghini replicas. Sorry about that. I don't want to listen to that noisy compressor. Okay, so I got everything all wet, so now I got this piece of fiberglass here. I'm just going to put down over it and start wetting it in. Usually kind of try to somewhat push it down a little bit to kind of get it to start contouring the way I need it. I usually just try to get it on there to get it wet, and then I'll come back and steeple it in. Steeple is just going like this to get the air bubbles and stuff out. Do this to get the air out of it. Don't want any air into your part and air bubbles. Not such a big deal out at the edge here because that's just the flange that'll be trimmed off. Once you do this a little bit, you kind of see what you need to watch out for. Big thing is bubbles. Alright, so I think you get the idea. Basically, you got to do that over the whole thing. I'll do another coat and then do another coat. So I'm not going to keep you waiting, so I'll tune you back in once I get the other coats of fiberglass on. Okay, so I'm back, guys. Got 3 coats of fiberglass put on both pieces. So now I'm going to flip this one on top. I'm going to line everything up, and then I'm going to shoot some screws in it. These are both still very super wet with the fiberglass resin. now I'm just trying to kind of line things up on my mold. Looks pretty dang close there. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is get my drill and we're going to start shooting some screws. So this right here, I've got some of them here that they're factory screw holes, so I'm using the same holes, kind of utilizing the same thing. So I've done these before, so I'm trying to line them up. Sometimes it can be a little tough to get started. Kind of lift these up for a moment just to get this one kind of lined up. So I've got that one lined up, so now the rest of them hopefully will go in a little bit easier. I'm going to switch over to some shorter screws. These don't sound like they're going. I may have to get some longer screws in some of these. All right, so I'm going to have to go get some different screws. Okay, so take two, I got my 2-inch screws here. So now we're gonna put the 2-inch screws in. Alright guys, so that's how I do the screws. So next you'll see me, when this is dry, we'll start demolding it and then we'll trim the edges up and start doing some body work. Thanks for watching my channel. We'll see you next time. Hello everybody, back again today. So here's my mold after I got everything put together. So everything is obviously dry now, so I'm going to take the screws out and then we're going to start popping this out of the mold. So I'll be back. Okay, so I got the molds popped off. So this is the inside here. of one. You'll see there's a little dip right here, so I'll have to do a little body work on that. Another little bitty one here, but other than that, I just got to trim it up. The other side turned out pretty good. It's pretty good and smooth. I just got to trim everything up, so I'm going to go ahead and get my grinder, and I don't know if you can see it or not, but I can see the edge through here. I'll just have to trim all that out with my grinder. I have to go around, and over here there's spots that I have to go around. I have to be very careful over here, but should be able to get everything trimmed out. So I'm going to go along it with my grinder and get everything cut out, and then I'll be back and it'll start looking like an actual part then. Okay guys, so I just got this thing all trimmed out. So this is the close to the final shape. So that's one side, that's the other side. So I just got some body work and stuff to do on it now. There's that. There's all my grinder and all my fiberglass that I have trimmed off of it. There's my molds.